I'm back. I made it. I made it. I'm exhausted, of course. Y'all know I was up all night. I'm be crying in the morning though. I'm your nosy neighbor lady. This your nosy neighbor lady show, and I want to do this video because I'm seeing that this is a real thing with black women and younger black women, or coming up into middle-aged black women. And when I first kind of was hearing it, I was like, is this real? Is this really real? And it's so funny that as a later millennial, I almost can't believe it, but I know that if somebody is saying that they're a virgin, they're not lying. Because do black women virginity hold value? Not unless it's attached to youth. And then also, do y'all remember when that one girl sold her virginity on the internet for like millions of dollars or something, who was a white woman? And then you have to think about Yvonne Orji. Remember when she came out and said that she was a virgin and she was 39? And I did a live on that, and it was just like, I hope you all bear with me. I hope I can say this stuff is with as much care as I can. But and Shay Kool-Aid was like, oh, I want somebody who know how to do this. I want somebody who know how to do that. I want somebody to do this and that. And it also was a discussion, do dark-skinned black girls' virginity matter? Or, you know what I mean? Or even it came out later, that I found out later that Yanni was promoting, she was a virgin for a long time. And I'm not questioning her virginity. I'm not questioning any black woman's virginity, because I believe that people who say that are not lying. They have no reason to lie. Because just being honest, back in the day, it was a flex when you're a teenager. Or some women did lie about it because it was a flex when you're a teenager. And then knowing in the black community or in black households that, why I say black like that? Anyway, in the black community or black households, remember, I don't know if you all remember back a while back, it was a TikTok going around when TikTok first kind of started popping, where it was a black girl and the writing on her face was, I lost my virginity to my brothers, 3 of my brothers or something. And we talk about virginity and some people think that anal is not, considered. Some people think it's not. It only would have to be vaginal. But I just feel like as a woman, you would have to make a decision whether it's more important to find somebody, or do you think it's more important to have, intercourse. And I just find that even when I hear people on Shira 7 and they say, what if I'm a virgin? And Shira say that's not their business, don't tell them. Because that mean they really won't get none, or that mean they're not going to believe you because you're a black woman, or that mean that really don't have power in the flex that the black church wanted you all to think that it has. Just being honest, not being mean or spiteful, just discussing this in a straightforward, honest way. And I just feel like, I don't know if it's a benefit or a hindrance, but I don't feel like y'all missing nothing. I don't feel like y'all missing nothing. I really don't. Pleasure is a part of life, you know what I'm saying? Could I imagine my life without it, or do I need it, or is it something that I think about all the time? No, I don't sit and obsess about what somebody did to my body a long time ago, or if recently, because it just don't move me like that. But I'm a woman of a particular type, and I'm coming up on a particular age, and just ain't found nobody I like consistently to want to, do that with. But it's just like chastity and celibacy and virginity and all these things that we're talking about with black womanhood. It doesn't hold value in the black community, because we know that black women are valued in the black community for taking care of the black community, i.e. y'all man, taking care of children, or unless you're angry, or unless you're, you're a thought, a 304, or a freak. They'll still argue unless you're angry about their life and down, brown, ride or die, want to fight everybody. Regular black women who do traditionally regular or boring things are not valued. No, oh, she's a good woman. That does not hold value in our community. You see, even with the dating where people are like, oh, you should treat him nice and I'll be there for you and I'm pick Misha one-on-one. And I just saw a video which was very funny. It just said, why wouldn't all the pick Mishas get with all the guys who say they want all these women with low body counts? Even with them to have the audacity to have a body count conversation, and we did a thing about that. It's just like, is that a real conversation that adults have? Not really. The manosphere just invented that as a way to shame women, but that's not a real conversation that anybody has who is active, who's having intercourse. So it's just like, I don't know. I kind of feel a little way bad for virgins a bit because sex is a language that people talk. Like, even when you see people and they're like, oh, they messing around. You be like, how you know? Because you can see it on people. Like, you can kind of tell what type of people are. And I just think that it's something that's put on a pedestal in the church or maybe on TV, but they already say that this generation, I think Gen Z, you all are behind in a lot of things, behind in driving, behind in moving out, behind in all kind of things, versus the prior generations. And it's not that to shun or to shame, but it's just what the numbers say and what the data shows. People are not getting a driver's license or permits at 15 and 16. Not buying houses at the rates, not working 40 hours, all kind of stuff like that. And I just feel like, even thinking about Yvonne Orji, and even back then at 39 being a virgin, it definitely helped her career because at least she's a star and at least she worked really hard for something. But I think that with a generation in a world where women don't in our community, being in a black community, or we or they or whatever, you're celebrated for your sex as a woman. Your physical, your body, your boobs, your breasts, your butt, we're celebrated for these things. And if you're not broadcasting these things in some type of way, like, your womanhood is your sex, really, kind of in a way. It's sad, but it's real. And I think that Shira say don't tell him about that, because she's not going to tell you that. Really, don't no grown man really want to hear that. Men only like women for their physical and what they can get out of your physical. That's why she says it's not none of his business, because if he know that, he know you're never going to put out. So he would never invest in you. You're not a good investment. You would be a risky investment. We don't value marriage in our community. So you can be saving yourself for marriage that's like really like literally like it's never coming. And not being mean, but that's kind of the reality of the situation. And I'm not saying, oh, you should go have it, or oh, don't have it. I don't really particularly have a dog in that fight. That's your body. That's your choice. Like, do your thing, Woody. But it's still a thing, like, I think that y'all think that it matters, and it really does not matter. It don't matter. It really don't. Like I say, people not gonna believe you anyway, or they might actually think something's wrong with you. Is that weird? Is that not right? Even when Yvonne Orji came out and said that, I thought that Christian channels would celebrate that more and talk about it more. But did it not have value because she was dark skinned, or did it not have value because she was a black woman? I don't know. But it seemed like more Christian channels would have championed it, like, yes, you should be a virgin like her. And I do think that women sometimes don't like virgins, because it's like, who are you and who do you think you are to save yourself for this long like you're somebody? Women are very like that. And we just have an honest conversation, like this video if you can. If you don't feel comfortable, that's cool. But it's just like, I want to tackle this because with youth, it might have value, but with age and time, even that girl, like I said, that girl being 39, seemed like she would still have to be with a guy who is younger, because she'll never get the stamina of a man's youth. So she would never, she might, it's some older guys who had some good pipe somewhere, yes, but the chances are, and the likelihood are not, and then the likelihood of him cheating, because if you're a virgin, you're not going to say, oh, come in my mouth, or come on my back, or come on my breasts, or you're not going to be into all these freaky things. You might only like missionary, or you might want it from the back but not like that, or be this and timid and scared. And sexuality is fluid and free, and a way of expressing yourself with a person I could say love, but that you're lusting after, that is just a convenience, that sometimes is love, sometimes comfort. Even with Mr. November being in my life as long as he was, comfort. Somebody you feel comfortable with, somebody you feel safe with, at least for the time or whatever. So it's just like, I just really wonder what is the value of keeping it. But then it also makes me sad for you all, like you never even met a man ever that you felt like you was that in love with to give it to. And that's so sad. That's so sad to me. That's so sad. Like, that's just sad. And it goes along with the stuff where people say, I've never been on a date and I'm in my 20s, or I admit I've never been in a relationship. And I'm glad that black women are being honest and not being ashamed of it. But I think you should connect the dots to as many black women it is in the world, as many black men it is in the world, as many black men or women that people talk to and encounter. Why haven't you? Because the pool it's a bad pool. It's a bad pool of men that you're picking from. It really is, because it's like, you don't have to accept it, you don't have to like it, but we're just having a discussion. We're just exploring thoughts and ideas and processes around this topic. And the like, much appreciated. Please hit the like. Oh, I can't stand Sade Wait. He cracked me up. Oh, that was what's up, though. He covered that Mahogany Jackson, though. I wish it was more black women who covered that type of stuff, but that stuff painful. That's painful. When you do stuff like that, I know from firsthand experience, that's painful. But back to the topic at hand about virginity having power. And I even like being a virgin for real. If I was a real virgin, I'm not going to lie, I would sell mine. In these days and these times, if I was like 25 to 29 and y'all, and I'm not judging y'all body or y'all virginity or y'all walk, but I feel like you're waiting for a special person to give it to, and if he's a certain type of man, he's gonna dish you and leave you anyway. And even if he's a certain type of man, a man know if you're a virgin or not, so he's gonna know you're a virgin, but he's not gonna care. Y'all want to be swept off y'all feet and all this, but you're dealing with a certain group of man, and I think that's a waste of y'all time. But to really think that a man is gonna date you and court you and go out of his way to never get anything in return. If you're a good, pretty finesser, yeah, but you would have to be a good finesser. And finessing women that finesse or get money or get things out of a man, they usually use their womanly wiles to get it. Just because they don't talk about sex and they leave so much sex out of dating, considering we're in a sexually fluid culture. And everybody's hooking up, but it's like everybody's hooking up, but seem like nobody's hooking up, so you kind of can't tell if people hooking up or not. To me, with the anger and vitriol that the manosphere is having for women who don't want this or that or this or that, but I don't know. But I just feel like your virginity is precious. And like I say, I met a girl, matter of fact, in the Uber who was virgin one day, and somebody's like, how did that conversation come up? I'm like, I don't know, but the way she was talking, and we just went there, and that what it was. But she was an older lady. She was like maybe 52 to 57. She had gray hair. And like I tell you, you're not really missing nothing. You all them years, because you're gonna be disappointed the first time. If he 50 something, you 50 something. What man is really attracted to a 50 something year old woman that he didn't invest 20 years in? He didn't. Woman he invested 20 and 30 years. Yes, he loved her. He attracted to her, as in that love will never go away. Do he cheat on her? Yes, but even a virgin, they're gonna cheat on you too. Even if you do give somebody, because you're not gonna do what a Sukiyana is gonna do. Just being honest. But too many relationships start off of intercourse. To act like a lot of relationships start off of hookups. Just being honest. But I want to explore this the best that I could to give y'all what I got, but not to try to insult y'all or say this or that, but just being real. Like, it really don't have the value y'all think it have. Man, if we was from a wholesome community or another community, I think it would hold more value. But I think it's also attached with youth. And then it's just a question of who have you met in your life and who have you given your time to that you never was able to meet somebody who would treat you like XYZ. And it's not your fault. It's the times we in. It's the dating pool you're picking from. And I think as black women who want to do it or don't want to do it, I just think women, it's creepy, yeah. It's not right, yeah. But a lot of men value youth. Even when you think about women who are cougars, even when you think about women who date younger guys, i.e. cougars, or when you think about women wanting to look young and the quest to look young, we know there's power in youth. We know there's power in youth. Now, is it right? Is it okay? Do we like it? Do we want to accept? You don't have to accept anything for it to be correct. We're not the curators of knowledge or the pickers or runners of the world. We don't run anything. We don't choose these roles and gender roles and what's going on online. We don't pick or choose none of this stuff. We just was born in this world. We didn't make it. So it's just like, I don't know how y'all will take this, but I wanted to explore it because I've talked to a few of you all, and some of you all are really virgins. And it's just about, are you going to set a date or a time, or will you be it forever and wait for Prince Charming to come? And what does Prince Charming look like? And does he have a height requirement? Does he have a weight requirement? Does he have a race requirement? Does he have a age requirement? What are you seeking, and get intentional about seeking it? And it's the actual act more important than preserving yourself. Because like I told the girl, which I don't know if it's funny or not, but I feel like if you're a virgin, I feel like y'all should get in heaven automatically. I do. I kind of feel like that. But I don't know if I'm being funny or being for real. But I feel like I'm being for real. I don't feel like I feel like it feel like a joke. But I really feel like that for real. Like, if you didn't sin against yourself. They say sex while marriage is a sin against yourself. So, and you didn't fornicate. So that's a win. It's a win. That's a win. A win is a win is a win. In Christianity. Any progress is better than no progress at all. I always say that, but I'm just it's so funny looking at myself on camera now. I just feel like I look so different. But I'm glad thin eyebrows coming back in. I rather like it. I just hate y'all girl had to bring it back in, but whatever. It's the culture. But it's just like, but even at anything with dating, figure out who you are, figure out what you want, and get out there and seek it. And do you have to be fully healed to date? Do you have to be fully over this love to date? Do you have to be? No, I don't believe in that. I don't. But I do feel like you don't know what you like. You don't know if you like head. You don't know if you like missionary. You don't know if you like from back. You don't know what you like. And I think that's, as a woman, and I think that's a part of womanhood. your sex is, and it's just a real thing. And learning how to use your woman powers to get things you want, or to attract the men you want, or but with sex out your whole like radar, is off your whole radar or your schema, or like it's like not even, this is not even a thing in your life, so you can miss so many cues and symbols in interacting with the other person or partner you're with. Or sometimes I think you all really need to take a back and think back, are you lesbians? I think that you all want to think I'm in church and I can't say this and I can't do that and I don't want to hurt my mom, and nobody cares. They might be disappointed a little bit. People are more disappointed when men are gay, but it's such a big phenomenon in our community that nobody can really be disappointed. But it's still like some of you I really need to explore that maybe you all might be lesbians. And not like that's the only other option or the end all be all, but I think that since you all don't know yourselves, I think that some of you all just don't want to accept it, or just have a problem identifying it, because we come from a community that don't communicate, and you all have no self-awareness, and that's okay. We created that as a community for you all to not have self-awareness, so that's why we're here trying to rectify these things now. With Black women content creators just being online, you know what I'm saying, telling our little stories or our little tidbits or whatever's going on. So while y'all being y'all and I'm being me, just stay beautiful, wonderful you, and I'll see you on flip side, dip side. Stay innovative and creative, and I will definitely see you later. And let me know if you like this video. I hope y'all do. I hope y'all did. I hope that it helps. I tried to voice it the best way I could without being mean or facetious, or you know what I'm saying. So, bye.